Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Nohok back at it again with another tutorial, and today I'm gonna show you guys how I make this spacey emotional R&B type of loops for the likes of Trey, Bryson, JAHKOY, even Drake that's been using this type of sound for a while. So today I'm gonna be showing you two different loops that I made, and both of these loops are gonna be on my next free loop kit, which is dropping next week, so stay tuned for that. So let me play the loop for y'all. Let's just deconstruct it real quick. I started out with this piano from Piano V3 from Arturia. Yeah, this plugin right here. And it follows a 6-5-1 chord progression with little tweaks. I know it doesn't look that simple at first glance, but it actually is. Let me just delete this top notes right here. And this is in the scale of A sharp minor. So this last chord is actually the same chord as right here. I just inverted this F 1 octave up, and I added the sevenths. So I added the F right here, D sharp right here, and the F right here, and duplicated the bass notes. I just shift, click, drag them and turn them down 1 octave. Let's move on to the next sound. It's this pad right here from Analog Lab 5. It's just this preset called Thoughts, and it sounds like this. It just opens up the whole loop. It follows the main chord progression, so it's exactly the same chords, except for the fact that there are no bass notes right here. I didn't want the low end. I didn't want that much low end on this. On the processing side of it, low pass and high pass filter, I added this plugin called Tape Mellify to give it that all tape saturation and flutter type of effect. And lastly, I added a shaper box. This is a plugin that's giving it that filtered sound. It's set to every 2 bars, so it swells down basically every 2 bars. I added 100% stereo separation. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have gone that that drastic. What it does is that, as it says, it opens up the stereo separation. And so if you have it all the way to the right, it's mono. If you have it all the way to the left, it's stereo. Let's move on to the bass. It's actually kind of a re-bass from Mini V3, the Arturia plugin. So yeah, it's just playing the root notes with a little accent notes to give it, you know, that a little more rhythm. There's nothing too crazy. The next sound I got are the vocal chops. Let me show you how I process them. I started out with this Auto-Tune Artist reaching speed to 20. The trick here is that I chose the format and I turned it down to like 52, 53. Man, please forgive me if I sound a little weird. It's just I caught a fucking cold and it's been hitting me hard. Okay, so the next effect I added to this vocal chops is just some compression. I used one of my favorite compressors, Purple Audio MC77, which is an 1176 emulation. It's just too fast that it works so well because these vocals were really dynamic. And I added some reverb. I usually add the reverb as a synth, but in this case I just chose to do it as an insert because I wanted them washed out in the mix. Next up is the background melody. This is a preset from Mellotron 5. It's called Just Beautiful. On the processing side of it, some EQ filtering out the sound a little, some chorus effect with this free plugin. If you don't have it, go get it. It sounds really great. After that, we got the ARP, the little ARP accent. This sound is from Diva. It's an art called Stardust. First off, I started with a flanger, you know, to give that some texture. Then I added shaper hooks, you know, with the time tab turn on, the drive, the pan with filter. Fuck. Okay, we're back. I'm alive. I got me some Portal. An effector, bro. This is some sauce right here. A really underrated FL plugin. This box top right here is really good. You get kind of like Foreman filtering, and you can choose whatever side of the spectrum you like. After that, some filtering, and lastly some delay. It's just a stock FL fruity delay. Yeah, that sounds kind of weird. Say it out loud. Pause. And you might see these two automations right here. What is the pitch for the bass? It's just doing this. First of all, I set the range to 12 because it's usually like a 1 or 2, I think, by default. On the pitch button right here, you just press create automation clip, and then you draw it however you want. 50 is the default setting, so just leave it at 50 and then move it down or up depending on what you want to do, and that's pretty much it. And a volume automation for the ARP because the Portal sound was going too crazy. So yeah, let's quickly go to this next sample. I'll try to do it a little faster, but let's just play it. Let's just go dissect it real quick. Start it out with this chord progression. So the C major scale, so it's basically a 1-5-3 chord progression, but with some little tweaks. Again, I just started out with this simple chord progression. Added the sevenths, duplicated the bass notes, and added these chords in the middle, like create some sort of call response type of dynamic. I didn't really know that this will sound that good, but I discovered that if after the chord I just went one note up in the scale, it will sound good. So it was just pretty much like this. So yeah, that sounds good. I'm just going one note up in the scale, and then I'm building the chord off of that note until it sounds good, pretty much. You know, pardon my music theory knowledge. I added this piano again from Arturias Piano V3. It's just the same chord progression, but with some accent notes, you know, to give some variation. Then we have this pad. Okay, so this is a one shot. Sounds like this. It's a really cool one shot. It's got that type of, it has like a filter cutoff modulation, and for the processing, just a shaper box for some panning and some more filtering, and some chorus again with the tall chorus Alex. Then after that, we have this background guitar. So that is from Contact. It's called Alia FMF. Really nice. So it's one of the most realistic guitar sounds that you'll ever get in a plugin. And it's just panned to the right with guitar rig on it. It's this stock wide open preset. I tweaked it a little bit to my liking, and after that some compression. The next sound is this. So this is an ambient type of one shot from this library called Playbox. Even though I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't really work this out as much as I would like to. Like, I don't really know how to use it that well, but it has some cool sounds, so I just play around with it sometimes. I panned it to my left, add a little bit of EQing, effector again with the box tab on, some delay, and one of my favorite channel strips, the SSL 9000J, to give it that analog feel. I also add this plugin on my melody bus just to give it a little bit of analog flavor and do some EQ tweaks that I think they need, just to give it that summing effect. Then let's go to this one shot. just another one shot to give some depth. I just did some saturation with the black box on all design and some delay. Then we have this main guitar you heard. Yeah, this is another one shot and it's just following the same notes as the chords. It's just a quicker melody. I only added one plugin on this guitar rig right here, this vibrato jazz preset. Then we have the Reese bass. As you can see, I just keep using one shot sometimes. It depends on the loop. But since I wanted to layer this with a bunch of different sounds, I rather use one shots to, you know, save CPU, and you can just handle audio a little bit different from just using a VSD. And the last part of the loop is just this vocal chops. Just to feel the spectrum. Again, I just added some auto-tune because I like that form and effect on them. Some EQing. I decided to use the stock cards just because I want some variation, and then some delay. So I forgot to explain this on the last loop, but I do have a Reverb Send with a holla on it, then just an EQ right after to get that Abbey Road technique. And yep, that's pretty much it for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with your friends if you want to learn some more about loop making and music production in general. So thank you guys for watching.